Hey everybody, I am doing a challenge today called 10 Things That You Might Not Know About Me. And I got the idea from Kathleen at my Alabama farm life. I'm looking a little confused because I should have made sure that was the exact name, but if it's not right, I'll correct it, but I think that's right. So I've been helping Brian just by doing some filming today. He's out there trying to get the box beam started for our house. If you're just tuning in to this channel, then we are building a straw bale home. And sometimes I just do like to do these challenges just to get myself in front of the camera because one of the things that I have on this list that if you don't know is that I actually am not very confident and I have somewhat low self-esteem. I'm actually getting better at this, and that's one of the reasons that I started this YouTube channel, is because I wanted to try to be more confident, and this has helped me a lot. So I guess that was the number one thing, but another thing, number two, what you might not have known about me is I used to work at a leather store, and I was a leather craftsman. I worked in a place called Del Varney's. His name was Del, and his last name was Varney, in Aubrey, Texas. And I actually got, I keep saying actually, but I cut my hand really bad. I cut my finger open, like really down to the bone, so I had to go get stitches, and it was very painful, and I ended up quitting and going back to my old job, which was at a pizza place called Mr. Gaddy's. That was another thing. Number three is I am from Texas. I was born in Oklahoma, but I moved around a lot. And another thing you might not know about me is that I went to 9 different schools. I'm just going to go right on through the list, apparently. I went to 9 different schools because we moved around a lot. My dad was a construction worker, and we went to a lot of different places. We would go where the jobs were. So everybody would always ask me, is your dad in the military? Because we moved around a lot, but no, it was because we would move to where there was work. Number 4 is I saw Nolan Ryan's no-hitter. If you don't know who Nolan Ryan is, he's a baseball player, and he played for the Texas Rangers. And since I used to live in Texas, I had never been to a game, and my husband at the time took me to the game and it just so happened that it was the game where Nolan Ryan hit. It was some sort of a big deal, and I had never even been to a baseball game, like a real baseball game, so I was bored because no one was hitting anything. And I said, what's the big deal? Anyway, everybody was laughing because they're like, oh, you don't know what a big deal this is. It's Nolan Ryan's no-hitter and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so number 5 is I talk in my sleep. I have a very bad habit of not just talking, but screaming, running, hallucinating. I get night terrors. I see things. I don't know why, but I've had this ever since I was a teenager, I guess, is when it really started. There were times when I remember my dad, like, one time I was screaming and he came and he was running through the house in his underwear with a shotgun. Let's see. Oh, this one. I wrote it down, but I'm embarrassed that I won a bikini contest once. I was so, like, I've always been so shy of my body, which was stupid because I always had a really great body and I didn't appreciate it until it disappeared. I mean, I'm not blowing my own, I don't know, I'm not one to blow my own horn, but back when I was younger, I was in very good shape, but I'm in okay shape now for my age, but it was when I lived in Texas, and I was in a bikini contest, and there were only 3 contestants, but I won the contest, and I won $20, so it's not a big deal, but I have moved, in case you didn't know, I've been married 3 times. Brian is my 3rd husband, which leads me to number 9, which was, my first marriage was an abusive relationship, and I had to get a restraining order, and it was really bad, and for 3 years I was in a really bad, scary marriage, and yeah, it was ugly. But I lived through it, and I think I'm stronger today for it. Number 10 is, this is the last one. I have, in case you didn't know, I come from a very large family. Well, a big family. I have 2 sisters who are older than me, and then I have one brother that is younger than me, and then a half brother who is also younger than me. Then I have 2 older brothers that they both are deceased now. Rest in peace. My brother David died of a heart attack a few years back. He probably would have been about 65 now. And my brother Randy dove off a bridge, and he was paralyzed, and then he got an infection in his leg, and he died when he was only 40 years old. So, but still, you know, I still miss him, and it was sad. Anyway, I shouldn't have ended it on that note. I should have ended on a happy note. So, let me tell you something most of you already know, is that I'm an artist. I've been painting ever since I was a little kid. I started drawing and painting when I was just as soon as I was old enough to hold a crayon. And that was my spine that just cracked. Anyway, that's about it. I'm cooking some lasagna right now. I love to cook. I hear noises. Anyway, thank you for tuning in, and let's see. Dawn at Affordable Desert Living, I would love to hear you do this one, and also Nona Grace, if you want to do this. I would love to hear your answers to this. Every now and then we get loud trucks that drive by, so that's what that is. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you later. Bye.